this is Nanette Buchanan, and this is iPen Podcast, interviews and conversations with myself and my co-host, Felice Reeves. And we're on the last episode with this amazing, amazing talent, Mr. Aaron Woodson, author, entrepreneur, screenwriter, ex-military, and he said he has a network. Look at that. The face
Show
of
it again. Show it again.
Oh,
the business card. Oh,
yes, the face of expressions.
Very good.
All right.
Very
all right.
good.
We were talking about how we find ourselves going from that 9 to 5 or whatever the hours may be with a standard job to going into being entrepreneurs and what we have behind us. And you and I both agreed that we basically run from what we need to run to. In this type of environment as well, we need to run to the background and find out about the marketing and the branding and everything else. But we tend to focus more on getting the support. We focus more on getting the people that will enjoy our work. We want people to do the reading and the support thing. But in that, we need to network a bit. And we got into that right at the end of episode 3 about networking. And you were saying, hey, I'm a people person. I network. I can work with anybody. Yes, you can work with anybody. But how do we, as an entrepreneur, or how do you, as an entrepreneur, stay focused on that stream or the collaborations that you need to help build who Aaron Woodson is?
How I stay focused? I would say whoever I'm dealing with, I try to make sure that I keep myself around good people as possible, because not everybody that, you meet is always going to be a good collaborative fit. Not to say that they're bad people, it's just that sometimes it's just, hey, this is not going to work. Best wishes to them, no harm, no foul. Excuse me, excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you. So, I would say, making sure that you understand that the person that you're dealing with has integrity, has a set of core values that, mirror yours or come close to mirroring yours, and, not compromising. Having clear, honest communication from the start, and just pretty much y'all work together to help each other out, hold each other accountable, because you want somebody that's on your team that wants to see you win, see you succeed, and vice versa. So
how does a new entrepreneur or a new writer avoid the pitfall?
Yes. I wish I could give an easy answer. You guys are giving me challenging questions. I will say in order to be successful, the other side of success is failure. And there are many people that have failed, but not to sound cliche, but a lot of times we don't plan to fail, but we fail to plan.
Yes,
exactly.
And
go ahead.
I was about to say, and when you fail, it's because they stop trying. They stop trying to go towards the success, whatever that is for them. Right.
Go to your purpose.
So yeah, it's.
I think it's important to run to our purpose. Just to tie in what Nanette was saying, we need to run to our purpose, and we need to run to people that, I know some people may feel intimidated or whatever, but we need to learn to people. We need to be coachable and learn from others that may be doing better than us or may be in a better position. It's just not about ego. Yeah, it's not about ego. Like legitimately, you don't know everything. No one knows everything.
Yeah, sure don't. And then plus I always say you don't know what you don't know. So I always say that you don't know what you don't know. So
and I And I think what Felice is saying is a great point, because you get intimidated by what you don't know.
Sure.
You know,
Right.
you get started and you can, I mean, just as simple as doing the poetry. You started with poetry and then you went into script writing.
Right.
That's
I had no idea.
entirely different. That has no connection at all. Although people may think, oh, well, that's simple. But no, poetry is not, it's not a even flow of a story.
No.
It's not always a connecting poem that connects one to the other to even make a story. So to go from what you had to go to that script, what you don't know, you know, like, okay, how do I formulate this, you know, or how do I get this to go? So you have to delve into what you don't know.
Right, because most people stick to the surface of things, right? And I think this is the biggest failing of entrepreneurs is even if they hire someone, they hire that person, but they don't take the time to understand the value of that person and the purpose of that person in detail. So they can know when they're being led astray or that they could do better. You know, if they have several people to consider, they need to know what that person's function is. You know, not saying they need to be the expert on it, but they need to have a full understanding of why they're going this way, and not just because someone said, go to step A, step B, step C. And I feel that's where people are more successful, when they fully invest in developing their gift.
Yes.
So yeah, get down off my soapbox.
No, that's a good point. Investing, that's the key. Invest, go all in, because you know, the thing is, when you go all in, now, if you go all in, you know, doesn't mean that you're going to get instant success. You know, a lot of people expect success to happen overnight. It doesn't work like that. You know, we all know that, you know, it takes work. You know, and, don't be afraid of the work. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, you know, if you're going to work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
You know,
nor the cost. I mean, I think too many of our entrepreneurs are like, you know, that especially when you're coming from an employee, that mindset of, I'm not paying for that.
Right.
You know, I don't want to be crude, but I'm looking at this has popped up in my mind. It's like every entrepreneur, business owner, like has a toilet paper bill. Right? But an employee never thinks about that. Never thinks that.
Right. And you're counting every little thing. You're counting every little thing. Like, do we really need 3 pencils? You know, do how many pencils do we really need? Because 3 pencils are going to cost at least another 20 cents. You know, so we want to make sure that we cut the corners and everything. And then the expenses that we don't know. You know, the expenses of like with Mr. Woodson saying, hey, I've got these poems, they're already published, they're already copywritten, they're already this, and I'm going to take some of that information and put it into a playwright. Why do I have to copyright this all over again? If I put it into a script, why do I have to put it in the Screen Actors Guild? Why do I have to keep going from place to place with the same information or the same story? Why do I still have to do it that way? Why do I need to call someone different when it comes to setting it up? Why do I need a script writer that does editing for scripts as opposed to an editor that does editing for books?
Yeah.
Right.
An editor is an editor. No, it's not. Right. It's not the same thing.
Different.
So exactly. So the thing is, we have to learn the language of what our purpose is too. Because a lot of times we know what our purpose is. I want to stand up and be the greatest speaker, and I want to speak to people, and I want to do this, but I don't understand the platform of speaking. I have to learn that platform.
Right.
So
gotta be a student.
I gotta be a student. Gotta be a student. Even you know, in everything that we do, we have to learn what goes into the process. So in your process, and you doing what you've done, what has been your stop, turn around, go the other way?
Well, let me see. When you see, like for me, when I get a lot of these, I get a lot of like emails from like I guess scammers.
Mhm.
You know, these people coming up with like outrageous you know, promising you things, or you know, they'll say, oh, you know, we want to offer you a contract. You know, we you know, we evaluated your script, or we evaluated your book, and you know, they try to promise you a contract.
Yeah.
And it's bogus, because you know, they want, basically what it is a money pit. And they want you to just
put your money in. Your money is the money that's in that pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't get nothing. You get nothing for your investment.
Yeah.
You know, and it, you know, it does suck, because I had to learn the hard way. Like some of these contests that I had entered, I mean, it was just like, wow, you know, just to get recognition, it's just, it sucks, because you know, you're spending this kind of money, and you don't even get like an honorable mention. You don't get nothing. You don't get nothing.
Sure.
And I'm a big believer in, like, it's not necessarily about what you do. It's about who you know. And I noticed some of those people, you know, kind of know some people, and the same people be winning some of these contests. I'd be like,
right.
Yeah.
Or you're paying for reviews. I'm like, man, because I mean, I looked at everything. I counted, you know, you got to count up the costs. You know, I know somewhere down the road, I overpaid certain things. You know, or maybe at the time I thought, okay, this might be cool. Maybe try to cover my bases. Like I did an audiobook. You know,
how was that?
Man, that was a long process. Let me tell you. I had someone that, you know, like my pastor, he helped me with the technical aspect. He had the equipment. I paid him a certain amount of money to help me with it.
Yeah.
And I narrated my own book.
Yeah.
I did have, he did kind of suggest me to have someone else do it. I was like, no, I'm gonna do it.
Because you got to pay them.
It's your voice. Yeah.
Because you got to pay them.
Still, but you know, and sometimes it's not so much about the money; it's about how you want your work project to be presented, right? So sometimes you are the best person for that. Sometimes you're not, right? You know, sometimes, you know, if you have a, you know, please forgive me, but people with a lisp, there might not be such the
you shouldn't be the one, right?
So
exactly. Nah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know, again, please forgive me.
Even though it's your book, you should not be the one.
A list.
Can't pronounce certain words. Yes.
Right.
You're right.
I mean, even though they can edit it, but like it's still you can still hear it.
Yeah, yes. You can. And then there's still money for that editing. So you're gonna be paying one way or the other. But before we go, because I know we're going to be running out of time really quick, Aaron, how do we get in touch with you, and how do people find your book?
The best way to get in touch with me, good question. I'm all over social media, so I'm on Facebook. So I believe the link for my Facebook is www.facebook.com/Aaron-Woodson.79. And my IG which is Instagram. Instagram is Woodrock_707. And then Twitter is Woodson, WOODSON_Aaron, AARON. And I do have a website that you can get all the information about my books. It's www.aaronwoodson.com. So that's
all right.
And we want to thank you, Mr.
to all your other social media connections too on your website.
Yes. Yes, okay. So you'll find those on there as well. And then you can find my books on the website. It has my Amazon link to where if you choose to purchase my book, which I hope you would. And because I have all 3 books on there, the screenplay and the first 2 books. On there for sale.
Okay. And the book that you're holding is which book?
The Face of Expression.
Face of Expressions. Okay.
That's the first one, correct?
Yes. And then my second one, the second one is my sequel, The Face of Expression 2, In Your Face.
Right. Okay.
And Aaliyah and Troy I don't have on me, but it's basically a beautiful, attractive African American lady on there. Just Aaliyah and Troy.
Screenplay by
and that's the one we're waiting for, the screenplay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's in the works. But real quick, can I read a quick poem for
Yay!
Yes.
Do it.
I wanna definitely treat y'all since y'all been so good to me.
Well, and then we can see the evolution from the first segment you did.
Yeah, the first segment you did
the first segment. Aaron Woodson now. Take it away.
Right. Okay. Let's get a good one. All right. I got a poem here. It's called My Proposal. Since we just had Valentine's Day, I figured this would be a good one.
Okay.
I wore a tailored suit and tie, already groomed for my future bride. I swallowed my pride and got down on one knee. It almost feels like I'm auditioning to be her leading man. I have to make sure I give her the best proposal of a lifetime. She looks me dead in the eye. I look back at my destiny, tears in the wells of my eyes. The moment is so emotional for me. I take my time as I speak these words to my future wife. You're my best friend. You're my inspiration. You're everything I could ever want, need, dream, and hope for in a woman. You make me feel alive when I'm with you. You bring out the best in me. You understand me most times when I don't even understand myself. You're the missing piece to my heart's puzzle. You're the key that unlocks all my mysteries. You're my moon, you're my sun, and you're the stars. None shine brighter than you. Love has been calling my name for a while now. I can't ignore what's been knocking on my door. Well, baby, that was you. I had to welcome you into my life. And as they say, the rest is history. I can't think of anyone better to spend the rest of my life with and be committed to forever. I love you. Will you, whoever my bride's name is, marry me?
The Mac Daddy has grown up. He is now a smooth daddy.
Smooth daddy. Yes. And we want to thank you for being our guests. We want to thank those that have been watching these 4 episodes. Please go back and watch episodes 1, 2, and 3 of our conversation. Felice and I really have enjoyed the time that we spent with you. You've been a great guest, and we've really enjoyed talking to you. And we just want to say thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Aaron. It was great.